Hello friends, this is class 6th, subject English, and today we are going to do a lesson from the book A Pact with the Sun. This is our supplementary book as I explained you earlier as well. Today I am going to explain you lesson number 4, The Old Clock Shop. So the name of the lesson is The Old Clock Shop, and this is our lecture 1. Points to be covered in today's class means the objectives of today's class, the things which we are going to do today. First of all, introduction to the lesson will be given, then explanation of the lesson line by line will be done, then summary of today's part which will be explained line by line will be told, and at last homework will be assigned. The Old Clock Shop. The story is a recount of the meeting of a shop owner and two thieves. The old man dealt so wisely and changed the two men completely. Thus, a person can influence lives if he is able to handle the difficult situation. I'll reread it, means I'll repeat it. The story is a recount. This is a recount of the meeting of a shop owner and two thieves. The old man dealt. The old man is the owner of the shop. He dealt. Dealt is a second form of deal. He dealt so wisely and changed the two men completely. Thus, a person can influence lives if he is able to handle the difficult situation. It's Christmas Eve, means the day was of Christmas, that was Christmas Eve, and closing time for shops. Ray's old clock shop is still open. Two shoppers call at this late hour, means these are the things which we are going to do in the first half of the chapter. The chapter has been divided into two halves, and these 3 points are going to be covered in first half of the chapter. Christmas Eve had arrived. As last minute shoppers were going home, a thick white sheet of snow lay over Salt Lake City, USA. What does that mean? That the old man, that was Ray, he was living in USA in Salt Lake City. So that was the day of Christmas Eve when the last minute of shop was there to be closed and everyone was going home. And at that time, a thick white sheet of snow laid over Salt Lake City, USA. Yet the lights were still burning in the old clock shop as Ray, its old deaf owner, worked on a clock he had sold that day. So there was a shop which had the lights, means the lights were on in that shop, and Ray was the owner of that shop as he was working on a clock he had sold that day, means he had got on that day, he was working on that clock. Having finished his work, Ray stood up and was on his way to the back room to the cold rush of air from the front door hit the back of his neck. As soon as Ray stood up and he turned himself, means when he turned from that desk, a rush of cold air hit him on his neck, because as it happens when somebody opens the door and we have turned our neck. So the same happened to Ray. He turned to meet a last minute shopper. As soon as a cold wind means cold breeze went through his neck, Ray turned to meet a last minute shopper, the customer. But his old wise eyes told him that this was not a shopper. He could realize that the person who came to his shop at last minute, as that was the time to close the shop, he could realize that the person who came there, who went there into the shop, was not actually a customer but somebody else. Though Ray was deaf, but his sense of humor was working perfectly. He saw two men. There were two men who entered into the shop. One in his 20s, the other closer to 50. What does that mean? The age of one man was near about 20s, or we can say that was a 20-year-old man. The other closer to 50. What does that mean? The age of the other person was around 50 years. So one person was 20 years old and the other person was 50 years old. The younger man remained at the door. Younger man means the one who was in 20s. The person who had his age 20 years or so, he stayed at the door. The older man approached the counter with no sign of friendliness in his eyes. Older man who was of 50 years or so, he went to the counter of Ray, who was the owner of the shop. He had no sign of friendliness in his eyes. From where did Ray come to know that he had no sign of friendliness in his eyes? Because whenever you go to the shop, you generally say hi, hello, how are you, or something like that, or you just nod your head to wish or to greet someone, or means in that way that the person, the older man who entered into the shop and approached the counter, he had no sign of friendliness. What Ray had determined. Ray was able to hide his growing fear as he slowly pushed a notepad and a pencil across the counter. Ray was totally afraid, but he was trying to hide his growing fear. He didn't want to show that he was afraid, and slowly he pushed a notepad and a pencil across the counter. As he was a deaf person, he could not hear anyone, so he usually used to talk with the customers by writing on a notepad with the help of pencil and notepad. So the same was being done by Ray when that old man of around 50 years entered into the shop. He smiled at the unfriendly face, then pointed to his ears and shook his head from side to side. Who smiled? That the person who was standing in front of Ray, and then pointed his ears and shook his head from side to side. A quick look of surprise changed the man's face as he studied the notepad, then turned and said something to his friend. That quick look of surprise changed the man's face, means there were some sudden expressions on that man's face as he studied the notepad. There was something written by Ray. As he read what was written on the notepad, the expressions on old man's face got changed, then turned and said something to his friend. The old man said something to his friend who was standing on the door, who was around 20 or so. Ray used the chance to look closely at the man, paying attention to the shape of a gun and a restless hand in the man's right coat pocket. Ray could see that there was a gun and the person's restless hand was in right pocket of his coat. Anger boiled within him, but it was kept down by an inner voice that said, "Be still." Means Ray was full of anger, Ray was red in anger, but he said to himself that Be still, calm down. He wrote on the notepad, may I help you? Who wrote? Ray. Ray wrote down on the notepad, may I help you? For the first time, the older man looked directly at Ray and smiled. A cruel, mocking smile. There was a smile as if that person who was in 50s and standing on the at the door, as if he was making fun of Ray. They both understood why he was there, why his friend remained at the door. They looked like men who were down on their luck and were now ready to try something they would later be sorry about. Means Ray understood that they looked like men who were down on their luck, who were just trying their luck, and they were then ready to try something they would later be sorry about. Now, what were those two men trying to do? And what did Ray understand about them? Let's see. Now, here the second half of the lesson begins. Ray knows that his visitors are in need. Those two visitors means the one who was in 50s and the other who was in 20s. He accepts an old watch in exchange for a good sum of money. Who accepts? Ray. Because Ray had that shop, Ray was the owner of his shop, so he accepted the old watch which was being given by one of those two men who entered into his shop. The message of peace and goodwill spreads everywhere as the old clock chimed Merry Christmas. The clock ticked on. As we get the sound of tick tock on the clock, in the same way the clocks ticked on in the shop of Ray when there was silence all around them as those two men entered into the shop for getting their deed done. Ray calmly wrote another message, have you come to pick up a clock or watch? Because he didn't get the answer of previous message, may I help you? Then Ray tried to know that what were those two men trying to do there in the shop. So he wrote another message, have you come to pick up a clock or watch? Then he pointed to the loan board filled with hanging clocks and pocket watches. Loan board means sometimes people who are in need of money, they keep their watches at the shop of Ray and they used to take some money from Ray. So that was called as loan board. To that Ray pointed whether they come to get some money as a loan in exchange of any watch or not. He was not a pawnbroker, means he did not earn any money from any of the watch, but at the same time couldn't say no to the needy people who placed their old watches or clocks before him for anything they could get. Pawnbroker is a person who makes some money from the interest, or when somebody is in need of money, that person has to pay something extra in return of that watch. But Ray was a person who could not say no to any of the needy person who wanted money in exchange of any of the watch. He loaned more than he should, means Ray generally used to give more than the money he should give to the person who is keeping his or her watch at Ray's shop. They would be there when the owners wanted them back, means when the owners wanted their watches back, Ray used to give them back at the same price he had paid with no interest. Means Ray did not earn anything, any money, even a single penny in exchange of the watches he used to keep as a object to give loan to the people. Now students, we are going to do summary of the lesson that we just did. The part of the lesson that I just explained you line by line. This is a short story about the interaction of people and how festive seasons bring well-being to them. In this story, there is an old deaf person named Ray. He had his old clock shop. He repairs watches in his shop in Salt Lake City, which is in USA. He also purchases watches from people who need money. Means he used to keep the watches of the people who actually need money, and he used to give them the money more than the price that they should get. The story begins with the festive environment of Christmas. Means that was the Christmas Eve when the story begins. People were purchasing goods and accessories for their Christmas. Means that was the day which was being celebrated in the city of Lake City, which is in USA. It was a late night and Ray decided to close the shop. Ray was about to close the shop, and all of a sudden what had happened to him? Let's see. An old person with the intention to rob the shop entered the shop. Means Ray understood with the expression and unfriendliness on the face of that old man. Ray understood that the person had entered into the shop to rob it, to get the money from the shop. The old man was accompanied by a 20-year-old boy who stood at the door. Nervous Ray, means Ray got panicked, he got afraid, but anyhow he had to hide his fear. Nervous Ray managed himself and offered assistance by writing on a piece of paper, "May I help you?" The old man gave a cruel and mocking smile. Means the old man was smiling in such a way as if he was making fun of Ray. Now students, this is the time to assign you homework. Question number 1. What made Ray think the visitor was not really a shopper? I repeat, what made Ray think the visitor was not really a shopper? Question number 2. Why do you think he had come to the shop? I repeat, why do you think that old man come to the shop? What was his intention? What was he going to do? You have to write that only. How did Ray communicate with him? Means how did Ray manage to communicate with him, as he was full of fear? He was very much afraid, panicked at that time. How did he manage? So you have to write that only here. Hope you understood this chapter, and we are going to discuss these answers in the next class, of course. For that, you will have to write these answers in your rough notebook. Thank you so much.